Hello, it's me again, obviously, if you didn't already guess. Yeah, I am going to do your reading. We're going to see what is coming through for you, what messages, information, and clarity I can give to you. This is for all star signs. If you are here, hello and welcome. I feel like it is a sign that there are messages for you. Also, if you wanted to win a free reading with me, all the information on how to enter for that is in the description box below. There's also personal services with me as well, for personal tarot readings, rituals to manifest different areas of your life. There's the black magic energy removal, protection ritual, rituals for love, money, success, marriage, healing, etc. You get my point. There's also intention items which thousands of people have seen results with, so feel free to check those out if you wanted as well. There's sage bundles, necklaces, candles, teas, etc. Thousands of 5-star reviews for the intention items at the bottom of my website, which lots of people have seen results with. Shop moonlightguidance.com. Everything's always listed down below as well. Okay, so let's begin with your reading and see what is coming through. Ooh. Okay, so right off the bat, you have been dealing with the energies of Sun, Moon, Rising, okay? Either a Gemini, a Cancer, a Leo, or a Capricorn, okay? You've been dealing with this energy. It could be their sun sign, their moon sign, their rising sign. You've been dealing with a person. Okay, keep in mind that obviously this reading is quite open in terms of the amount of people that I am reading for. But what I would say is that you've been dealing with someone here and it's been a hard climb, okay? It's been difficult. It's been challenging. You may be also dealing with multiple people. You know, there could be one of these people could be in your work environment. One of these people could be a family member. The point here is that things have been difficult. It has been a mountain to climb. Scaling the mountain has been difficult. Getting to that summit is a challenge, to say the least, okay? It is a real difficulty. It is a challenge. It is overwhelming. It is stressful. And sometimes you don't even know if you're going to get there. What I will say is that we've also got the Hanged Man. You know, sometimes you feel depleted. You don't know how to make things work with some of these people because you just feel like no matter what you say, no matter what you do, it always just goes against you. And it creates in you this negative cycle. It creates in you this sadness, this frustration of what am I constantly doing wrong? And it depletes you of all of your vital energies that you actually need in order to do other things that you're passionate about in this lifetime. So what I will say to you, and what I do feel is really, really important here, is that these people are people. They also have things that they are not very good at doing. I know that sounds a bit strange to say, but you know, they have flaws. They are not perfect. And you know, I know that you strive to have things right in your life and to a degree perfect in your life. But remember that life is about duality, right? Because you are a very good person within yourself, you cannot always expect everybody to be the same way towards you. And that, when you understand that, everything in your life that you have been beating yourself over suddenly starts to look a bit more clearer. You start to validate yourself a lot more. You start to have more self-confidence and more self-esteem and more self-worth and more self-acceptance and much more happiness. Why? Because you realize that these people are kind of just like you, you know, in the sense that they are not this perfect person that you put onto a platform and then you visualize and idealize. Some of you, you know, have been really desperate for this person to show you attention or to come forward towards you or progress towards you, and it upsets you when they don't, or it upsets you to see them hang out with other people and not give you importance, or for them to live their life without you in it, and it makes you feel less than within yourself. But what you have to understand is that that's how you see it. That's not actually how it is, because these people, from what I can gather here, are a little bit more low vibrational. You know, they're not going to climb mountains like the way you would, right? But you expect them to do the same thing that you would for them, because that's just who you are. That's your level of high vibrational energy that you possess within yourself that they actually don't have in themselves. I think what's really important here is that it creates this negative cycle within yourself where you think to yourself, it's one of those things where, you know, you think to yourself, I'm not good enough because, you know, they're not reciprocating this energy. But what you actually have to understand is that maybe they're not at your level. Maybe they're not good enough for you. They're depleting your energy. They're the ones depleting your energy, not you. You're trying, you're doing, you're proactive. It creates this negative cycle that just doesn't end, because then you feel anxious, you feel stressed, you feel less than within yourself. You start to blame yourself. You start to feel, super upset, depressed, frustrated. But it's them. The common denominator here of you feeling this way is them. But it's actually also your behavior to let them have this much control over your life and how you feel about yourself. So mark my words, this negative cycle you're in, it ends today. Why? Because when you lift yourself up to realize that you're the one that's trying to scale the mountain, you're the one trying to do things, you will realize, are they even worth doing all of that for? Don't they need to also be the ones to meet you halfway? But are you also giving them a chance to meet you halfway? If you're always the one doing everything, if you're always the one trying to fix problems, figure things out, figure out situations, what does it give them a chance to do? Nothing. That's why creating healthy boundaries is really important. If they want to stay in your life, they will, and if they don't, they won't. But what's really important here is to trust the universe, that the universe will bring you the right people in your life as well. The people that are for your highest good, that will always meet you halfway. If not, scale the mountain for you. The reason why this negative cycle you're in is like this with these kinds of people is because you also, to a degree, let it happen. I know that sounds really, really not nice thing to say, but I know it's a very blunt message, but I feel like for at least one person, it will go right in, and you'll be like, oh my gosh, it is happening because I let them. I let them treat me like this. And when you put in those healthy boundaries and you say no, I deserve to be treated like this, I deserve to be spoken to in a much more respectful manner, it does a couple of really beautiful things. First of all, it affirms in you those qualities that you have. And second of all, it possesses the sense of letting go, not constantly holding on. We know that letting go does a lot more good than it does damage. Why? Because letting go is also known as detachment, and detachment is the key to the law of attraction. The law of attraction works when you know what you want and then you are okay without it. It works knowing that you are allowing the universe to sort of take control of things as well. Letting go doesn't mean like closing the door on things all the time. It just means going with the flow and accepting how things are right now, but also putting in those healthy boundaries and being okay with the fact that, you know what, affirming to yourself and having and sticking to your true values is actually being yourself. So if someone doesn't meet you halfway on that, they're actually not right for you. You know what I mean? So that's really important. So your affirmation for this reading is the negative cycle I'm in ends today. Comment it down below. That is your affirmation for this reading, because honestly, you deserve so much more than what you are being given, because you're being given crumbs when you deserve to be given loaves. That's not okay. Okay? That's not okay. Do you think that they would be satisfied with crumbs? No, they would go hunting for those loaves. It's really important that in the pursuit of what you feel you want, you don't get swept up with something that is just a fantasy. I'm not saying that what you're after is just a fantasy, but what I am saying is make sure you put in those healthy boundaries and you take care of you and you don't lose sight of who you are, because that is when you start to create this negative cycle and you end up deeper and deeper into the spiral, and it takes more healing to get out of it. The Tower is really, really powerful here, because it shows here that this negative cycle, to a degree, is a catalyst of how you want to be treated by these people and how you sometimes don't expect or accept, you will accept the bare minimum, and that's just not good enough. It really honestly isn't good enough. I'm telling you it's not good enough for you, because I know that you have more potential, and you have got so much more potential to live a happier, more fulfilling life. So it's really about looking at the people around you and being like, is that person meeting me halfway? Are they trying? Are they helping me? Do they care about me? Do they respect me at the very least? And if they don't, it's really time to evaluate the kinds of people that you have in your life, because they are depleting you of your energy. And you need energy for other areas of your life as well. You need energy for your work. You need energy for your spiritual energy. You need energy for the things that you've got going on. You can't just be revolving around people all the time, trying to fix everybody's problems or help them or try to expect them to be the way in which you want them to be in. They also have to have the energy to do that towards you as well. Okay, so this negative cycle ends today by you making that conscious choice and reevaluating who is in your life, who is good for you and who isn't, because the more you are keeping these low vibrational people in your life, the more low vibrational your life actually becomes, and that is a negative cycle that we do not want. And I don't want that for you, because I think you deserve so much more than what you are sometimes letting on in regards to people around you who feel that they can just be there, you know. So this is your reading. If this resonates with you, let me know in the comment section below. Don't forget to like this video, subscribe to my channel, and check out the description box below for information on personal services, free reading giveaway, intention items, and all that good stuff. And I will see you all very soon.